If you want to see all the popular sites that will make your next trip to London unforgettable, then you could be considering picking up the London Pass.
Hi, this is Ryan and Jen from Everest Travels. Today we're going to break down our experience with this attraction pass, where we went, if we recommend it, and most importantly, if we actually saved money by buying this pass. We'll be breaking down the cost of each attraction and apply it against our overall investment. If you find this video helpful in planning your upcoming trip to London, please leave a like and subscribe for more London travel videos.
Let's look at how the pass works.
The all-inclusive pass is available in 1 to 10-day options. Once you activate the pass, your time period begins and the days are consecutive. You really can't take one day on and one day off, so just be ready to go to attraction after attraction after attraction once you visit your first one.
After buying the pass, it will be delivered digitally, and you can link it to the GoCity mobile app.
Before using it, you can start to pre-book time slots for some attractions where bookings are either required or recommended in advance, like the View at the Shard. While doing your pre-planning too, take note that some attractions are listed as Explorer Pass only. For example, Shrek's Adventure. GoCity sells a separate pass, the Explorer Pass, that lets you buy attraction to attraction, with 2 to 7 choice options, instead of unlimited use for a set period of time as provided in the all-inclusive pass. The Explorer Pass gives you options for some different activities that aren't available with the all-inclusive, like Shrek's Adventure, the Sea Life Aquarium, and Legoland. If you do want to learn more about the Explorer Pass, you can check out our video breakdown of 4 of London's most popular attraction passes. That video is already live on our channel.
So, can you really see everything once you get this pass? No. In fact, it's a credit package where you're allotted a max amount of credits to use during your duration, and 1 credit is equivalent to £1.
We purchased a 3-day pass on our last trip, which retailed for £186. When it comes to the credit allotment, a 3-day pass has 595 max credits per adult. If you can use the pass to its full potential when spending £186, you could save up to £409 per adult, which is pretty significant. But is it really possible to save money over 3 days? Let's have a look at what we were able to do and see how much, if any, we actually saved. On the first day, we made use of the popular Big Bus Hop-On Hop-Off tour, a convenient way to travel between popular attractions as it stops at hotspots like St. Paul's Cathedral, Kensington Palace, and more, as well as it brings you to shopping destinations like Harrods. With this pass, you get 1 day of use on the Hop-On Hop-Off tour.
We like using it to get our bearings of the city on the first day, but it's not the quickest mode of transportation to go between attractions. A 60-minute bus ride could have been replaced with a 15-minute subway ride, but it's about the experience here.
If you're not in a rush, you could use this as a round-trip ride from your initial pickup point to all of your daily attractions, but you could be sacrificing time of actually seeing more things. And if you want to get the full value out of your all-inclusive pass, time is money. So with all that being said, we'd still recommend the Big Bus as a means of transportation to at least one of your top attractions, and that's exactly what we did.
Next stop, the London Tower.
This is a must-visit landmark, rich with nearly 1,000 years of history, serving as a royal palace, prison, and it's now home to the crown jewels. You can explore different exhibits and museums throughout the grounds, including the White Tower, which features this dragon, and these old-fashioned toilets. And well, at the tower, we even got to hang out with these cool ravens.
We come to the tower every time we're in London, and to us, it never gets old. But once we were finished with our adventure there, we made a short walk along the Thames over to the Tower Bridge.
Another of London's most famous landmarks, you can ascend to the top of the bridge and enjoy breathtaking views of the area while learning about how the bridge was constructed all the way back in 1894. There's also a fun scavenger hunt for the kids that they can go on throughout the bridge. But the main highlight, of course, is the glass floors. Standing on these can either be exciting or terrifying for you. They are certainly unforgettable.
After a time atop the bridge, we descended and hopped back on the big bus to go back to our hotel area. And yes, we did what we just recommended against.
We thought using the bus again would be a good way to save a couple of pounds, but we ended up being on the bus for roughly 2.5 hours before getting to our stop. So we learned the hard way. We definitely wish we just used the subway.
On the second day, we made our way to Westminster Abbey.
This church is the embodiment of living history, being the home to the coronation of kings and queens, royal weddings, and the resting place for hundreds of noteworthy people through history like Mary Queen of Scots, Isaac Newton, Charles Darwin, and Stephen Hawking.
The Abbey can be crowded, but it was a must see for us. The architecture and the art is worth the price of admission alone.
After we finished up at Westminster, we walked past Big Ben and across the bridge towards the London Eye. It was only about a 15-minute trek, so planning our daily activities this way worked out great, especially because the London Eye does require booking in advance, so planning to start at a nearby attraction is a great way to avoid the stress of arriving on time or else forfeiting your London Eye tickets.
Once on board, London Eye gives you bird's eye view of the city, allowing you to spot landmarks like Buckingham Palace, Big Ben, St. Paul Cathedral, and more. The experience is roughly 30 minutes long and is a great spot to grab family photos.
We would do this again in a heartbeat, but next time, we'd wait until the sun sets as we hear the city lights at night enhance the experience drastically. After disembarking, we made our way over to the subway to travel to the Marble Arch area of the city where we'd find our final two attractions for the day. Our next stop was Frameless, an immersive art experience. The only way we learned about this place was by browsing through the attraction list on the Go City website.
It is a floor to ceiling gallery where you can step into art. Inside, there are a handful of rooms with various themes like color and motion,
Art of abstraction.
and the world around us. This was a surprise highlight of the trip. We would never have thought about attending it if it wasn't for the pass.
Our 5-year-old daughter absolutely loved it, and this one room was super cool. It transported us back to Victorian era London before being thrown over to the canals of Venice. Around the corner from Frameless was our final stop of the day, the MoCo Museum, giving you a chance to view contemporary art up close from famous artists like Andy Warhol, Banksy, and more.
There were a lot of fun, thought provoking, and interactive exhibits. It was a nice break from the normal museums and medieval artifacts we saw around London, and being so close to other attractions like Frameless and nearby popular shopping district made this a no-brainer to visit.
We started our final day of use with the Go City all-inclusive pass at the London Zoo, a great spot for kids or animal lovers of all ages. The zoo has more than 14,000 animals from all around the world, including gorillas, tigers, lions, and this zebra-giraffe hybrid thingamajig. You could really spend a whole day just walking around the zoo, watching the butterflies flutter around or the penguins swimming in their pool.
But since it was our final day of the pass, we want to visit one last location, Madame Tussauds Wax Museum. We're fans of wax museums, but this is by far the best wax museum and version of Madame Tussauds we've ever been to.
From various theme rooms featuring celebrities to movie locations, royalty, even famous London serial killers, this was extremely fun for kids of all ages, except maybe not like the serial killer area, but everything else. When you buy a ticket, it also includes a unique ride through British history. Lots of cool wax figures and sights and sounds on here, and after the 5-minute ride wrapped up, we were let off in a Marvel superheroes room where we got to hang out with Spidey, the Hulk, and other friends before seeing a 4D movie of the heroes fighting Loki. Once the movie was done, we exited through a Star Wars area featuring iconic movie locations, characters, and a spot to lay in front of Jabba the Hutt.
Hubba hubba. This ended up being one of our daughter's favorite attraction of the trip, so if you're traveling with kids, we highly recommend this. Now for the main event, the reason we bought the London Pass, to save money and do as much as we could in the limited time we had in London.
On screen, you'll see a recap of our daily itineraries and the ticket price per adult if we bought everything a la carte.
If we didn't have the London Pass, these attractions would have cost us £288. We spent £186 per adults, so that means we saved £102.
All in all, we did save some money and we saw some really great things. Our one critique is a self-inflicted one because we had this pass and we did have in the back of our minds that we want to make the most of it. So we never really had any downtime. We were just rushing from one place to the next, often cutting some visits short. If we didn't have the pass, we may not have rushed to see as many things, and we could have just soaked up the city more. You may be confused on what the difference is between the Go City All-Inclusive Pass and the London Pass. Each options are advertised and sold on their own websites, but they're both operated by the same company, Go City, and accessed the same way after purchasing through the Go City app. We reached out to Go City for clarity, and the differences are purely cosmetic. Some people may gravitate more towards the London Pass branding, while others flock to the Go City brand. So while it looks like there are two different passes, the London Pass Plus and All-Inclusive Pass are essentially one and the same. If you want to buy this, you won't go wrong in choosing either.
And that's our look at the London Pass. If you're going to London for the first time or haven't gone in a long time and want to see the greatest hits collection, we'd highly recommend it.
Please let us know in the comments if you plan on getting this, and if so, which attractions you're most excited to visit. And if you found the video helpful, please consider leaving a like and subscribing for more London travel videos just like this.